Good morning, Titans. Today's Friday, May 3rd. I'm Jamie Hughes.
And I'm Antonio Laberman. How you doing?
It's nice to have you back, Antonio, to be anchoring with me.
Thank you. You too. We've got lots of news, so let's get started. As many of you know, last summer, the 2012 Olympics were held in London. The next Summer Olympic Games will be held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in 2016. If you watch the Games, you might want to be on the lookout for two fellow Titans. Who are these athletes, you ask? Reporters Brooke Carrick and Anthony Parenti filed this story on these two incredible swimmers.
Two of our very own Titans are training with other Olympic hopefuls to compete in the 2016 Olympics in Brazil. Senior Brenton Sayers and junior Caroline Culpepper recently traveled to Colorado to train at the Olympic Training Center. Caroline currently swims the 100 butterfly, 200 butterfly, 100 free, 200 free, and the 200 IM. Brenton currently swims the 50 free, 100 free, 100 butterfly, 200 free, and 200 butterfly and 200 IM. On Tuesday, March 26th, Sayers and Culpepper traveled to the high altitude of Colorado to Olympic Training Center with an Olympic training-sized pool and staying until Saturday, March 30th. This training happens once a year. Only 30 swimmers are accepted from the Sierra Nevada League. Each swimmer has to apply reaching AAA times or sectional swim times in each stroke.
Training at the Olympic Training Center, it was extremely difficult because it was higher altitude, so it was harder to breathe. And the practices were much harder than I'm used to. I had to train hard to get in the OTC training because you have to have qualifying times, but this time I ended up with 7, and last year I only had 3 qualifying times and I didn't make it.
Each day of the training, they would wake up and start the day off at 5 a.m. practice in the pool until 7 a.m. After, they had dry land practice until about 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., they had another practice in the pool. At the end of each day, they would attend a 1-hour meeting teaching the young swimmers about anti-doping and other harmful drugs.
The hardest part, I think, was trying to adjust to the altitude changes because it's all the way up in high altitudes, and just the practices were very different than what I'm used to at my other club's practices.
Sayers and Culpepper also swim on the Titans swim team, not only as teammates but exes as well. But ignoring the past, the swim duo still trains and cheers each other on at competitions.
At first it was awkward because I had to practice with her every day after we broke up, but now we're friends and we're okay and we're sure about everything.
Culpepper currently holds all the women's records at Antelope High School for swim, and Brenton currently holds the records for 50 free, 100 free, 200 free, and 100 butterfly. Brooke Carrick signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News.
The national award-winning Titanium Yearbook is looking for experienced photographers to be part of the next year's yearbook staff. Reporter Paul Cisneros talked to yearbook instructor Mr. Pete LeBlanc to find out how to become part of the staff.
We're looking for yearbook photographers for next year. We've already come up with an excellent theme idea, and my goal is to get about 5 passionate and dedicated photographers on staff. The cool thing about it is if you're out there and you fancy yourself a photographer and you're dedicated, you can basically make the yearbook your own portfolio, which I think is a really cool thing for somebody your age. The other thing is there's a lot of cool perks about being part of the program. For example, I know we're going to New York City next year, so maybe you could be a part of that if you're not on the yearbook staff yet. So if you're interested, come by and see me. I'm Mr. LeBlanc in room S206, and I'm looking for photographers.
The school year is almost over and the summer is approaching fast. Many seniors have chosen a college that they would like to attend in the fall. One helpful class here on campus has helped many seniors in making this decision. Reporters Robjot Shergill and Julian Perez filed this story on the AVID program's work preparing students for college.
Waiting for college acceptance letters is a commonality for seniors across the country, but for some students, help was needed along the way. The AVID class has aided many students in their pursuit of a college education. Seniors Mareed Ali and Katana Wynn are 2 of the students that AVID has had a big impact on.
I took AVID because I knew that I didn't really know the gists of everything about college and stuff like that, so I needed the extra help, so I figured that AVID would help me out. It really helped me with deadlines and stuff because my parents don't really know that kind of stuff, and I didn't really know all that FAFSA and application stuff, so it helped me keep on track. I learned to do my homework and study hard because I used to be really lazy. So then like AVID kind of helped me do that.
I took an AVID because my mother forced me to. She wanted me to do all 4 years because none of my family went to college except for my brother, so they didn't know what they were doing. My favorite part of AVID is like the family orientations, especially junior year when it was all year long. You had that one class that you could harass your friends in and get work done, and most of them understood what you were going through, and they have a lot of these same classes with you.
Senior Murid Ali only took AVID for 1 year, but firmly believes that it helped him earn admission to UC Davis.
I got accepted to Chico State, Sac State, and UC Davis. Davis has always been my dream school, so I'm looking forward to just meeting new people and taking advantage of all the resources there.
Murid was actually not in it that long. He was only in it for about a year, but I think it really helped him focus his college choices. It was something that he didn't have a lot of knowledge about, the college process, the college application process, and financial aid. And it was one of those things that we gave him the knowledge he needed to monitor, the college path, but he also brought so much to the classroom and really drove the other students to be better students, tutoring them a lot and helping them with a lot of their basic skills.
Senior Katana Wynn has become a very strong performer in class and believes that it is thanks to the teaching of her former AVID instructors.
I think the most valuable skill is to be responsible. They gave me the opportunity to go to a private school, and that required me to do a lot of scholarships, a lot of FAFSA, so the class taught me how to be motivated and take responsibility for your own future. I got accepted to Santa Barbara and Linfield College. It's in Oregon. It's a really small town in Mickmanville, and I set my intent to enroll to Linfield.
Katana has always been a successful student, but she was in the AVID program for 4 years. I think it taught her a lot of good skills, and I think it was kind of like a second family for her. It was something that she could really look to for support and also for direction in school, which she didn't also have at other places. But she's an amazing student with a lot of gifts and a lot of skills.
With the help of AVID, many students are able to develop the skills necessary to be successful in school and earn the chance to get a college education. These students are perfect examples of the benefits of the AVID course. Reporting for your Channel 5 Titan TV News, I'm Julian Perez.
Seniors, Sober Grad Night tickets are on sale today during both lunches or in the admin office after school for just $90. They will be $95 after today and $100 on graduation night. Space will be very limited on graduation night, and there is no guarantee that you will get a t-shirt in the right size if you do not buy your ticket by today.
If you'd like to wish your senior friends good luck and let them know how much you care, Senior Goodbye Grams are being sold for 50 cents in the student store during lunch until May 10th. They will be delivered to seniors on May 15th during third period.
At the beginning of the year, the Breaking Down the Walls programmer visited our campus to create more life-changing experiences. Since then, the Breaking Down the Walls Club has been an active club on campus in spreading the kindness and meaning of understanding. Reporters Aiden Ballard and Marianne Sargis have the story on how this club has helped so many of its members.
All the students clutched their hands together with their hearts beating with adrenaline and jolted across the jump rope for the hardships they have faced in their lives with pride. This year, a group of students came together to create the BDTW Club, which is a comprehensive program designed to unify, empower, and engage every student to create a positive and supportive campus climate. One of 3 presidents of the club, Robert Lemon, as well as fellow presidents Nye Wilson, elaborate the environment of the club and explain how it could provide a relaxing, open place for all students on campus.
Breaking Down the Walls Club is basically a club where we break down, those personal barriers that people might have. It's, kind of a laid-back club. It's a relaxed club where we get to know each other, become one giant family. It's not too rigorous or anything, but it helps, get people out of their inner shell and lets them be who they are. In Breaking Down the Walls Club, we do a lot of fun activities, a lot of icebreakers, things that get people to know each other, fun little activities that show the real personality and the real side that people don't always show outside of school.
Wilson of the Breaking Down the Walls Club had attended an event it had held in the past and had explained how it had strongly motivated her to help create this club.
I started the Breaking Down the Walls Club partly because it's my commission job in student government and partly because of how the program went and how much everyone was affected by it. And I really saw people just, their lives just changed, and they realized like what people are going through, you don't really see it, and it was just a great experience, and everyone enjoyed it. I don't know anyone who didn't. And the club is just the same atmosphere, like you're just accepted no matter what, and we're not going to judge you, and maybe we're not all the closest friends, but we get along.
Breaking Down the Walls has been held on campus for the past 2 years, while including at least 800 students that have participated in the events it has held. Go out and join the club, signing off for your Titan TV News.
The dance program is now performing its spring show Between the Lines. The show features all beginning dance, intermediate dance, and advanced dance students, with guest performances by the Polynesian, breakdance, hip-hop, urban hip-hop, and contemporary dance clubs. The show is tonight and tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in the gym. Tickets are $10 at the door. Be sure to come out and enjoy a wonderful night of dance. Now it's time for your weekly sports corner with Paul Cisneros.
This is Sports Corner.
Good morning, Titans. This is Paul Cisneros with this week's Sports Corner. We have a lot of sports to get to, so let's get started. Last night, the varsity boys volleyball team faced off against the Rio Americano Raiders at Rio for their last game of the season. It was a close match with spikes from senior Austin James, but the Titans couldn't muscle their way past the Raiders and lost by a final score of 3-0. This was their last game of the season. The varsity girls soccer team hosted the Rio Americano Raiders on Wednesday night in a battle for the last game of the season. With playoffs already clinched, the game was a not must-win. The Raiders come out strong in the first half, scoring 3 goals early. The Lady Titans were determined not to go down without a fight. Junior Lindsay Romero got the Titans started, scoring a header, and with 2 minutes left, big goals came from senior Shannon Boyce and Angelina Gonzalez to put the Titans within reach of the game. However, the Raiders were able to prevent a late comeback and finish the game out, winning 4-3 over the Titans. This was also the Titans' senior night. Look for upcoming games as the ladies are headed to playoffs. Again, on Wednesday, the varsity boys baseball team traveled to Cordova to take on the Lancers. The Lancers took the lead early, leading 5-1. After 3 innings, the Titans started a comeback in the top of the 7th, scoring 3 runs. But this wasn't enough as the Lancers won by a final score of 5-4. The Titans play their last game of the season on Monday against Rio Americano. This will be their senior night, so come out and support the boys baseball team at 4 p.m. And finally, last night, the varsity girls softball team hosted the Mariluma Matadors at home. The ladies came out strong in the first inning, scoring 6 runs. The Titans finished the game shutting out the Matadors by a final score of 13-0. The ladies' next game is next Tuesday at Cordova at 4 p.m. If they win at Cordova, they will be the outright league champions and get their first league Titans. Come out and show your support. Well, that's all I have for you today, Titans. This has been Paul Cisneros with this week's Sports Corner.
So, Jamie, are you going to the dance show tonight?
I am, and I heard it was amazing, and I am stoked to see it.
Me too. I heard it was amazing.
Can you believe that you're graduating at the end of the month?
You know, I really can't. It's crazy to think how fast my high school time went by.
Well, I am certainly going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too. We will see you guys next week.
Bye!
See ya.